Do you feel disorganized with meetings, projects, events, just a super busy schedule? There just doesn't seem to be enough time in the day. So, I'm going to show you how to organize your days so you feel more productive, more focused, and more accomplished. If you're like most people, some days go by and you feel like you did so many things, but not sure what really went well. I, like most people, used to pack days full of random things. I would say yes to whatever sounded good and then fit it randomly in spots in my schedule during the week. Until I learned how to organize my days into 3 types of days to make sure that I get more done. These are what I call the 3 power days. Most people are good with one of these types of days, but I bet that you struggle with at least 2 of these. But if you can master these, which I'm going to show you how to do, you're going to feel more organized, you're going to feel more accomplished, and you will actually look forward to most days instead of dreading your crazy calendar. Hi, my name is Tony Javier, founder of many companies, including an Inc. 5000 rated real estate investment company. And I create these videos because I see many entrepreneurs and executives work way too hard, and I want to show you how to double your income working half the time. I'm fortunate to say that I own many successful businesses, and I only work an hour or less a week in any of those businesses. And if I can run what I have in a few hours a week, you should be able to run what you have in less than 20 hours a week. And that is my goal with these videos. So let's jump into it. So what are power days? Power days are 3 different types of days that will tell you what you will be doing that day and how to organize it that day. So the 3 types of days, there's the off day, there's the open day, and there's the results day. This system of organize your days is going to change the way you think about your calendar. So let's jump into each one of these days. So first of all, let's start with an off day. This one is pretty simple. It's exactly what it is. It is a day off. Now, a day off doesn't mean you take the day off and then you go into the office and you check some emails, or you're home checking emails or whatever. This is you are 100% off. No phone, no email for work. This isn't to say if there's an emergency or needed to check a quick email or send a quick text, that is totally fine. What I'm talking about is when I ask entrepreneurs if they take days off, they say, yes, oh, absolutely. I take Saturday and Sunday off. So I dig in and I'll say, okay, tell me about your Saturday and Sunday. Come to find out, they will go into the office for an hour or 2 and they consider that a day off. Now, don't get me wrong, that is way better than what most people do. So if you're going to do a day off, time blocking an hour or 2 every once in a while to work is fine. But what I'm talking about is days off where you have nothing that you do. You're spending time with family, you're working out, you're doing things for yourself. I recommend 2 off days every single week. Usually for me, that's a Saturday and Sunday. For you, it might be different. If you're working in real estate and you need to show houses on the weekend, or there's things you do on Saturday and Sunday that are important, maybe it's a Monday and a Friday, or maybe it's a Monday and a Saturday. Whatever it is, schedule 2 days where you have absolutely no work you have to do. And not only do you not have to do work, but you don't do work. These are days that are going to recharge you, re-energize you. You need to have these days. What if I could show you how to make way more money working half the time you are now? I want to show you my 3-step system that I use to go from 60 to 80-hour weeks to now only working a few hours a week in my businesses. The truth is, I actually don't really have to go to work even those few hours a week. If I don't show up, I actually still get paid. In fact, a couple years ago, I got really sick and really couldn't fully work for about a year. And not only did my businesses run without me, they actually did record numbers, doing millions and millions of dollars in business without me. Now I'm on a mission to help as many people to create a business that runs without them, or at the very least, the ability to cut your work week to 20 hours or less. If you need my help doing that, you can go to tonyjavier.com/automation, where I'm going to share my 3-step process to help you do the same. So go to tonyjavier.com/automation to book a call with me and my team. The next day is called the open day. These are typically days you work, but you don't schedule anything in your calendar. Okay, I know you're thinking this is crazy tough. How am I going to have a work day but not schedule anything? It's not as hard as you think. So what do you do on open days? Open days, you organize your office, you clean out your emails, you get estimates ready for your results day, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. You time block projects. Now I know I said not to put anything on the calendar, but this is where you maybe time block 1 or 2 things in the open day to make sure you get them done. Also on an open day, this is a perfect time to strategize, right? To plan, to organize, to look at your goals and think about what it is that you're trying to accomplish and making sure you're driving that forward. There are busy days like what we're going to talk about here in a minute with the results day to where you're crazy booked with things. But think about if you're really busy one day and you know the next day you have an open day to check emails, to catch up, to do things. Whereas if you're booking yourself every single day with many appointments, you feel like you never get ahead. So, just like I said, you want 2 days off. I recommend at least 2 open days. And I'm going to talk about a hybrid of days here in just a little bit. Next, we call the results day. These are days where you schedule appointments, you schedule podcasts, you schedule in person meetings, you schedule sales calls. These are things that you do that are going to drive the business forward. These are the things you schedule that drive results. Things on your open day, hopefully some of those things do drive results and you time block things for that. But open days are really just to catch up on things that maybe not super important, but need to be done. So chances are you're probably going to have 2 results days, 2 open days, and then who knows what you do with the 5th day in the week, right? And this is where I'm going to shift a little bit and say, I know this is really tough. I know it's really tough to have a full calendar open in a day, right? So I schedule open days. But what I do sometimes, if I have a really busy week, I will book a couple of hours, maybe in the afternoon for appointments, right? So again, you can hybrid these days. You can do like half open day, half results day. The point is really just to organize your days better. So if you utilize these 3 types of days and do it well, I promise it will change the game for you. The off day will give you more time to energize and recharge. The open day will make you feel like you have more freedom, like you're not busy all the time and you have time to catch up. And then the results day gives you the opportunity or gives you the permission to be pretty busy and to schedule things, right? Schedule things that drive the business. So I know this is a pretty quick video. I promise if you utilize this system, even 50%, it will change the way you think. Even if you take one of those days and say, I'm going to do 2 off days. I never do 2 off days. I'm going to do 2 off days now. Or I don't ever do an open day. I'm going to do 1 open day a week. Just start with little changes in your calendar, and eventually, hopefully, your days will be organized with these 3 types of days that will make you feel more energized, more productive, and again, have you working way less. This next video is another video on how to better plan your day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.